Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Long Live the Queen. So last time I kind of died and failed a couple more times. I thought naval strategy would help me with the naval war, but apparently it doesn't have anything to do with it. And I learned climbing too, but that didn't really help either. But I got the Lumen Crystal a couple times, and I'm trying to learn Lumen, so maybe I can survive the final battle, kind of thing. So, let's see if this works. Classes. Okay, now I should have enough. Yeah. So, let me increase resist magic and wield magic, because that'll probably help. So you gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and able to sip hot soup without burning your tongue. That's useful, I'm sure. You learn how to quickly flare magical shields around you to deflect an incoming attack. This uses much less energy than a constant shield, but it requires good timing to be effective. Okay. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent which panics or enrages animals in the area. You learn to create a blade of satellite which you can wield like a sword to slice through flesh and stone alike. Cool. Here's the fleet. Let's see. Climbing failed because I don't climb. I can... Oh, successfully wield magic. Cool. Skill and long-range magic makes you as effective as a cannon and more maneuverable, but there are far too many ships for you to take out each one out individually. The eventual outcome is... Is there seriously no way to live here, or what? I mean, tell me. Because, I mean, I wielded magic fine. Do I have to have climbing? Do I have to pass climbing and magic to win the war, or does that have nothing to do with it? I still fail because I can't take all the ships out individually. I mean, help me out here. You know, I mean, do I need to have wield magic maxed out? I mean, I passed the skill check, but I still failed the war. I don't know what you want from me, game. Let's go visit the prisoners again, because that's always fun. Magical girl, sure, let's do that again. Let's see. Yes. Maybe if I resist magic enough, I mean... If I can resist magic enough, the duel will be... I can win the duel if I resist all his magic, maybe? I mean... I'll try. It's something I can try to do. Max out resist magic. Gain increased resistance against heat and cold. I know. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field, so the magical attacks not directly targeted at you will slide to harmlessly aside. Doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time. You learn how to directly counter offensive magic with your own power so that you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. This is very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful. Okay. Yes. The fleet fails because they suck. And let me go visit the dungeons because it makes me happy. Because apparently I can be cheerful and angry at the same time. Let's see. I'll definitely max out resist magic. So let me do wield magic then. Do that. Your increased skill and power gives you innate resistance to mind-affecting magic. Awesome. Your understanding of the flow of power gives you increased resistance to damage caused by magic even without a shield. You can still be hurt, but less than an ordinary human would be. Cool, because I'm not an ordinary human. Let's see, by concentrating you can create a wave of discontent. Okay, I already read that before. Yep. Diplomatic people. Meet with diplomats because it's the dude. Sense magic failed. Oh, come on. Sort of game. You want a duel. If you refuse, the war will continue. Sense magic. Oh, dude, come on. So he's powerful, sure. Okay. But my resist magic is all the way up, so I'll accept the terms. Then I must. Togami explains the rules of formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of wards which will contain the effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. And then it is time to begin. You trade attacks one spell sensed and countered by another, reserving your strength as much as possible. It might almost be as exciting if your life weren't on the line. What? And then one little spell, which seemed so weak and harmless that it wasn't even worth blocking, latches onto you like a cold and begins to drain your strength. First a tiny trickle, then more, the spell gaining power as you lose it. You must react quickly, not by feeding power into the spell to overload it. It would drain you to the point of death. Instead, you concentrate on gathering your strength inside yourself, pulling it away from the spell's grasp. Sweet. Oh yeah, the meditation thing. That helps, huh? Then you hold that energy inside yourself and wait until the spell dies away on its own. Oh, that's cool. You open your eyes and grin at the shocked expression on Togami's face. He never expected you to survive that one. So meditation helps. Awesome. You need to end this quickly before its experience allows him to come up with a trick you can't defeat. He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical one. Perhaps if you rushed him, you could take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use his fancy spells, but what would you do then? You still have to use magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor. Oh, cool. Perhaps you could focus your power into the shape of a sword and attack him with that. Or maybe you could distract him somehow. You could just cast a spell that he couldn't block. Ah. Oh man, now what? Is this even gonna work? Distract. Oh, I'm not really good at swords though. I took archery, not swords. Magic sword, sure, let's try it. Motes of shimmering moonlight coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Oh, cool. I got a success though. You first lunge, he dodges, rolling it to the ground, but you recover quickly and strike again. In the confined space of the warded circle, there is nowhere for him to run. The final strike of your moonblade parts his head from his shoulders. Oh. Well. I won. Awesome. Awesome. I actually did not know if that was going to work. That is very, very cool. Well, at least I don't have to worry about magic now, but jeez. What's the next crisis going to be? Let's see. Guess I'll just visit the dungeon again. Sure. I mean, wow. That actually worked. Awesome. Geez, I don't even know what to do now. I mean, Lumen's not maxed out, but Sense magic seems to be a big thing, so... I guess I'll continue sense magic, but... well, I'll learn some ciphering as well. So let me do intrigue. Ciphering. Alright. Close your eyes and call out when you detect your mentor casting a silent spell beside you. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage. You learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures, so that you can tell roughly what a spell you detect is meant to achieve. Okay. You practice shifting substitution ciphers. I think I did that ciphering thing before. Once you defeated the King of Shanjia in a duel, the invasion was meant to be over. In practice, it is not quite so easy to expel a foreign army from your lands, particularly when their leadership is falling apart. The remaining Shanjian generals seemed surprisingly eager to go home and left without a fuss, but a large number of soldiers had broken ranks and run amok, looting and pillaging their way through Nova just for fun. Oh, that's nice. A number of royal holdings have been damaged and valuables stolen. Not only do you lose them, but you have to pay for repairs. Really? Luckily, the Duke of Sedna has finally sent some reinforcements to your aid. The patrols are small in number, but much fresher than your own troops, and the mere sight of them is enough to strike fear into the hearts of the renegades. When Togami died, he left behind a crystal, a mauve lumen crystal with glimmers of pink where it catches the light. Such a pretty bauble from such an ugly event. Since Nova won the duel, this crystal is now your rightful prize, but you have no idea what to do with it. For now, you lock it away in the royal treasury. Oh, I can access the treasury now? Sheesh. Well, now... I think I still want to be willful. For now. I don't know what the next crisis is going to be, so I don't know how to prepare for it. I'm just going to try to stay willful and poke the prisoners a little bit. Oh, now I'm happy. That took over the willful thing. Jeez. It's going to be the complete opposite of what I wanted. Alright. I have to be less happy then. Shoot. But now I have to deal with happiness. It sucks being happy. Really does. Let's see, mood. Cheerful, right? I know. Cheerful. What does that do? Conversation athletics. Let me do... I'll go with the bonuses for now. I'll do swimming and court manners. Let's see. Athletics, swimming, conversation, court manners. Do I have conversation or athletics? No, I don't. I guess I'll stay the magical girl. Because I don't really know what else I need right now. Just go with it. Practice walking and hopping through the shallows. Yes. You review the correct readings for guests according to rank. I think I went through that before. Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? Sure. It's traditional for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshment for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It's a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast depends on what expense the royal treasury is willing to bear. Oh, respectable feast. Why not? I'm sure we can afford to give everyone in the city some bread and sausage and a bit of cake. I mean, it's respectable. doesn't have to be extravagant, right? I mean, it's fine. 10 services. Let's see. I'm making them less cheerful, which I want. Yes. Because I want it to be willful. Let's see. I can still learn Lumen now. Intrigue, military, Lumen. I don't think I need military anymore. The only thing I don't have that's really high is naval strategy, and I don't think I need to worry about naval strategy right now. So I'm going to concentrate on intrigue and Lumen. Lumen, let's see. It's wield magic. So let's see. Intrigue. Gotta do internal affairs. And Lumen. Was it wield magic? Yeah. Let's see. Until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown. And after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte. Ah. Interesting. You learn to direct a beam of searing lights through the end of a staff, burning whatever you point at. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent with panics, confuses, or enrages other people around you. You learn to shape light into images of things that are far away or things that don't exist at all. So she's Symmetra. Got it. The castle is buzzing with preparations for your upcoming coronation. Ministers press you with details of your favorite colors and flowers and so on. You really can't see the point of wasting time worrying about decorations when there's so much else to worry about. Others are more interested in the subject of your marriage. It can't take place until you are of age, of course, and considering all the preparations and the need to recover from the coronation, not for much longer than that. Still doesn't stop people from buzzing around full of ideas and suggestions. Okay. Cool, I guess? I want to stay willful, because that's cool. Let's see. Still don't know what the next crisis is, so I don't know how to prepare for it. I want to stay willful though, so anything other than yielding is okay. Tour the barracks, alright. The barracks stand largely empty, what means your army is scattered. Cool, I guess. I think. Let's see. So, intrigue, military, Lumen. I'm not especially need to do that, but I'll max out wield magic. Why not? And you know what? I'm gonna work on just Lumen this time. Why not? Sense magic, wield magic. Let's do it. You expend your magical perceptions to give you some idea of where a detected spell was cast from and how long ago. You learn to detect a latent power that signifies a lumen even when he or she is not actively working magic. Okay. You expand your senses, learning to detect spells and magical creatures at a greater distance. That's cool. You learn to create a powerful explosion of light, burning those caught within and blinding others who look at it. You learn how to make use of images to wield your other powers at a great distance. Okay, interesting. So I'm an expert at wielding magic. At this time last year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school gardens, surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cakes, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers for your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or earls or the like someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send wonderful gifts. Some for you to share. And a week later they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. It was the last time you would ever see her. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied and suffered and prepared, and now the time has come. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessings. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you and through you to all of Nova, and then she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability, according to law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honor, justice, and mercy, and Symmetra? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen, who has sworn you her loyalty. You have come to give homage. Will you do the same? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels or swear his or her service to you and your heirs. Cool. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long of the Queen. Thank you, I will. Hopefully, because I won't be there to see it. The following year, Elodie and Telarist were married in a ceremony that threatened to rival her coronation for pomp and splendor. Telarist brought with him a gift of fine white horses and encouraged his young wife to amuse herself while he enjoyed his new place in Novan politics. He was clearly in no hurry to provide an heir to the throne. Once his daughter was secure on her throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Caloris. He soon became engaged to the Countess Saren. Oh, that chick, yeah. The subject of magic and lumens remained a slightly uncomfortable one for the citizens of Nova. Perfectly fine for the Queen, who had inherited by divine right, but not something that other people should be aspiring towards. Look at all the terrible things that happened when that power fell into the wrong hands. As an openly acknowledged lumen, Juliana, Duchess of Ursul, was met with public suspicion whenever she journeyed outside her duchy. At times, that suspicion was accompanied with thrown vegetables. It did not matter that Elodie supported her fully as a member of the noble court. That only led the commoners to whisper that Juliana was a bad influence on their queen. Okay. After the failed invasion, relations with Shangia remained tense. First came the recriminations and demands from the Queen of Shangia. Devastated by the death of her husband, "He attacked me! You're not getting anything from me." Next came, "And he killed my mother," which, I didn't actually learn this time, but I knew it from previous life. Next came the cellular approaches, the quiet gratitude and offers from alliances from ministers who were thrilled to see Tagami gone. Okay. Elodie ignored those also, which was just as well, since the next thing to arrive was the preserved head of one of those traitorous ministers, sent by the Queen of Shenji as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be alliance either. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have an alliance with them anyway. Elodie loved the feeling of power at her fingertips. She studied the legends of lumens of the past, in particular the weapons and their wars. Just how had the old queen summoned immortal shadows and bound them to their will? And could she do it again? The people of Nova learned to fear their queen, who ruled with a wicked whimsy. Anyone who dared to displease her might be whipped or beheaded or worse, set free to spend the next month in a panic waiting for the sword to fall. Her rise to power had shaped Elodie into a cruel woman who took pleasure in the suffering of others. Oh, okay. That's not good for the cruelty thing, I guess. And thus Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. Okay. Along with the Queen. Yeah. Cool. I guess I beat it. Alright. Still a lot I don't know. There's a lot of skill checks I didn't pass. That, I have to wonder how all the skill checks would affect the story, and obviously there's a lot of different endings, meaning, deaths, but I wonder how much of this stuff I can actually change through the choices that I make in the story. like, what if I had been able to get the crystal, without having the Duchess chick blow up the treasury, what if I could have just, walked her in there and taken it? Or what if I could have, convinced the father to give it to me or something like that? And what about the relations with Shangia? Of course, they're idiots because the king came and tried to kill me, and he killed my mother for a crystal. But, like, can I change that stuff about, the distrust of lumens? I mean, I don't know. Is that even possible? I mean, there's a lot more here than just beating the game. I've obviously done that, but I mean, I have to wonder how much everything can be affected. How much the ending can be affected by what other stuff you do. By how many other things you can, the skill checks you go through. And whatever happened with her letter to her cousin Charlotte about her innate power thing. I mean, how would that play out if she didn't get a response? But I don't know. I don't know. But I guess this is going to be the end of my videos for it. I mean, unless you guys want me to play some more, record more, and try to figure out all the other lore stuff. Otherwise, I guess I'm done, basically. I usually do try to figure out everything about a game, but, the secrets and such. But in general, I try to play games until I beat them and then try to move on, because there's a lot of other games in my list that I'd like to get to, obviously. I have a ton of games that I really want to play. So I guess for now I'm done with this. So unless you guys want me to keep playing it and try to do some more lore type stuff or make different choices to learn more stuff, I guess I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.